Community. It's what defines Hammond. We're committed to creating a better shopping experience in Tangipahoa Parish, a place to gather, shop, eat, and play. Our vision is to be an integral part of this region. Experience the new Hammond Square. Shop in Tangi, shop Hammond Square. For more information, visit hammondsquare.com or look for us on Facebook at facebook.com/Hammond Square.
Blue ready, hit. 3-star. Go, go. Right strong and 24 Indy on Monday. Ready?
Hello everybody and welcome to an inside look at Southeastern football with Mike Lucas. I'm Alan Waddell and we have an exciting 30-minute program for you tonight. Before we get into it, let's talk to the head football coach of the Southeastern Lions. Coach, thanks for being here tonight, and big victory this past week, and I know it's a great week to be a Lion.
Great time to be a Lion. Huge win for our football program. Very excited about our young men and what they've accomplished. The
12th ranked team in the nation, Central Arkansas, came into Hammond this past week. It was a monster game, a game Southeastern needed to stay in the Southland Conference hunt. We'll take a look at the first and second half highlights of that one coming up. We'll also have our Feline Question of the Week, our Lion Play of the Week. There's a lot coming up on this edition, so stay with us on an inside look at Southeastern football with Mike Lucas.
For head-to-toe checkups and almost everything in between, finding the right doctor is just a phone call away. The North Oaks Physician Hotline at 985-230-DOCS puts you in touch with over 160 physicians. For exceptional health care, conveniently located in Hammond, call our physician hotline at 985-230-DOCS. North Oaks Health System. Since 1960, you are the reason we're here.
Hammond Nursing Home has been this area's premier nursing home since 1974. Locally owned and family operated, Hammond Nursing Home offers a full range of activities like gardening, the Pampered Chef cooking class, exercise and physical therapy, bingo, bedbound and specialized activities. Owner Ray Nockwin, a Southeastern graduate and former football player, along with his family, takes special pride in making Hammond Nursing Home a place where each of its residents can feel right at home.
Go Lions! Welcome back to an inside look at Southeastern football with Mike Lucas. The 12th ranked Central Arkansas Bears came to Hammond this past week. Let's go to Strawberry Stadium and check out the first half highlights.
It's a great day for football. Beautiful weather. Our young men were fired up in the locker room, ready to come out. I knew we would have a great game. Our enthusiasm level was very high. We knew we had to stop the running game from Central Arkansas. We worked on it all week. Has a very nice play there by defensive end Devin Walker from Catholic High in Baton Rouge. They came back on third down and short with a counter play. It was a big play staying outside by Nathan Clofus and turned it back into the linebackers. That was a big stop on our first third down. Jasper again, big run. Jasper had a good football game and also blocking in the passing game also. You could see right there where Jasper was helping on the defensive end. Tyler Beatty did an outstanding job, threw for 297 yards. That throw was to Corey Theodore. Jasper again on a nice run as we get a very nice drive moving the ball here. Tyler can do some things with his feet also. He even punishes one of their defensive backs here at the end of the run. Tyler adds a little dimension to us with his scrambling ability. We're very proud of him and the way he played. And then Jeff Turner comes in and hits a long field goal for us. It was good to see Jeff get back in the groove again. This was a quick screen. We worked very hard on their screen game as we talked all week last week. They're not a big drop back team, more of a screen team. We worked hard. That was Brian Reynolds coming up with a big tackle. Again, Jasper running the ball very well. Big holes by our offensive line. This was a bad spot, I felt like. The throw out in the flat to Corey, they did not give us forward progress. We had 4th and a foot, chose to punt the football. Great punt by Bo inside the 10-yard line. Bo, again, did a great job punting the football for us. He's been a fantastic addition to our team. Here we get pressure by Lindsey Lavoie. We've got to make that sack, make the quarterback scramble out. Nice tackle in the open field by Avery Crooks. We get them to punt the ball back to us. Huge throw and catch here. They were in zero coverage with no free safety, blitzing. Our offensive line and running backs picked up the blitz. Tyler Beatty, perfect throw to Chris Wilson. Unbelievable throw and catch. And Chris takes it in for a touchdown. Jeff Turner with the extra point. Executed that play just the way we practice it. Puts us up 10-0 toward the end of the first quarter. Here they ran a little split zone. We were doing some things up front, moving our front around to try to confuse their blocking schemes. That was a blitz there by Mark Newbill. We had a broken coverage in the back end with free safety leaned the wrong direction. He should have leaned to the outside, and he came back to the inside. The wind was important in this ball game, and now Central Arkansas has the wind at their back. We've got to try to hold off the storm here. They did a little tight end delay, and the tight end dropped the football. That was a big third down play. Their field goal kicker, Eddie Carmona, is a senior, one of the top field goal kickers in the conference. Nice throw there by Tyler Beatty again to Chris Wilson. And here another nice throw by Tyler to Chris Wilson. And a nice run by Chris at the end of the play. Chris had his best ball game, had 163 yards in receiving and 2 touchdowns. We line up for a field goal and didn't quite get it high enough. They should not be able to block a field goal standing at the line of scrimmage with their hand in the air. And here's good coverage downfield. We try to take away all the curl routes and make them throw underneath. And we did accomplish that there. Good job by Quentin Pierre. They punt the football, and we don't field the ball correctly, and it rolls down inside the 10. Here we are again trying to stop their run game. They went to an empty set here with no running backs in the backfield and threw to the number 3 receiver up the field. This is a big play by Robert Alford. Great read on the screen. We were in a hard corner coverage. Make a big play there and again hold them to a field goal. Here we are throwing the ball in the flat to Luis Salvavero. First start Luis has had since his knee surgery. Played very well for us. I was very happy that Luis had a big game. Again, Tyler Beatty on the scramble. These are some things Tyler can do because of his speed. This was a great throw and catch. Great throw by Tyler, catch by Corey Theodore. Could not believe that their corner didn't pin the receiver more to the sideline, and Tyler just puts it right on target. It was a fantastic throw. And here we have this system that when the defense jumps off sides, we automatically throw a fade route to the wide receiver into the boundary, because most of the time a defense will relax, and then we throw a touchdown pass to Corey Theodore. That's just something that we do every week at practice, and it becomes second nature to our young men. Puts us up 17-6 with a minute to go. Here they throw a couple balls underneath. They're trying to move the ball down here, again with the wind at their back. We hold them, and with a few seconds left in the half, they kick a long field goal to make the score 17-9 going in at halftime.
Coach, a lot of new faces in the ball game this week. Some guys that have not been getting regular playing time stepped in and played well in that first half. You go in the locker room leading 17-9.
Well, Brian, we tried to get Brian ready, and Brian's shoulder just wasn't ready to go for that ball game, and we weren't sure right until kickoff. And Tyler Beatty did an outstanding job stepping in. Brian was our best cheerleader on the sideline. He was so helpful to Tyler through the whole game. Simi was out, Merrick Lano was out, but Chris Wilson stepped in, Corey Theodore, Greg Johnson, Andre Cryer, Luis Salvavero, guys that haven't been getting many catches. They all stepped in and played very well, and our defense just had an unbelievable half, holding a very tough Central Arkansas offense to just 3 field goals.
And Chris Wilson had some big plays in that first half to get you out to that 17-9 lead. Talk about what you hold your team in the locker room.
Well, we talked about, defensively, we made some adjustments to some of the things they were doing in the running game. And I know offensively the same, just a few adjustments here and there on what we were trying to do. But we wanted to come out in the third quarter and start out, our offense was going to be our ball in the third quarter. We didn't quite get the start that we wanted there in the third quarter, and we allowed them to get back in the game.
Well, let's take a look at those second half highlights. So let's go back out to Strawberry Stadium for the second half.
We could see that the adjustment they made at halftime was instead of trying to run the ball inside, they ran an outside zone. They're outside the tight end and got some big yardage. And their running game is very, very good. And just in 3 plays, they scored a touchdown. Not very happy with the way we came out and started that on either side of the football. And then we come back. We have a 3rd and 1 and run a dive to Zeke Jones and don't make it. We have to punt the football again. And here we are. Some of the line stunts we did with our defensive line really helped us stop their run game. Great change of direction by Jasper on that run. Here we go with Jasper again. You can see how tough he is, zigging it out. Sometimes people lose Jasper behind the big offensive line. We had a nice drive going here. We throw a bubble screen outside to Zeke Jones, and Zeke fumbles the football. Did not take care of the ball there on that play. They come back. They throw hot into the flat to their running back on a blitz. Again, they were throwing underneath. We were getting good pressure on the quarterback, so they were throwing the ball underneath. Here they run a quarterback draw. Again, nice tackle there by Avery Crooks. And once again, our defense holds them to a field goal attempt. So now that puts them ahead 19-17 for the first time we're behind in the football game with a minute to go in the third quarter. Tyler Beatty again with a nice run. Starting out the fourth quarter, here we have a 3rd and 3. And we try to go with Tyler again, and they stop us, and we have to punt the football, still down by 1. Here we get pressure on their quarterback. He throws the ball out of bounds. We get them to punt the football again. This was a nice return here by Chris. Picks the ball up on the bounce and gets about a 10-yard return. Sets our offense up inside the 40-yard line. We come down and try a little option pitch, and we pitch it on the ground, and they recover the ball. So we lose field position there. Nice job by Curtis Strong coming in. They tried to run a split zone, cut the tailback back. And here they pump fake the screen and try to throw a wheel up the sideline. Huge interception by Rakeem Wilson. 1 block and we can make this one in the end zone. But again, now we set our offense up inside the 30. Huge play by our defense. Little bootleg play action pass. Andre Cryer. Nice execution on the bootleg. And here we throw a slant and go to Chris Wilson. Chris makes a great catch in the corner of the end zone. We fake the slant route and then get back to the pylon. It was a great throw by Tyler. Very good execution. We decide to go for 2. Tyler zips it in between the linebackers. Luis Salvavero with a big 2-point conversion. That play really turned out to be big at the end of the ball game. Puts us up 25-19. Big play there by Mark Newbill, stripping the ball out. Now we get the ball back on offense. We're trying to run out the clock. It's a run and play to Andre Cryer. We have to punt the football to them. Do a good job of stopping them here. We get the ball out on the ground, but we don't recover the fumble. We've got to get on the fumble when we have an opportunity. Here their quarterback scrambles, and again we bust a coverage in the outside half and turn one of their receivers wide open. We miss 2 tackles. Curtis Strong has to come across the field and tackle their receiver on the 15-yard line. First down play, we have a nice little twist inside. And here, this is a 4th down and 2, desperation throw in the end zone, and Rakeem Wilson goes up and intercepts the football. Great goal line stand by our defense. Huge play. We decide to take a safety. Beaumoth running the ball out of the end zone to eat up as much clock as possible. Then the last play of the game, they have no timeouts left. Interception by Quentin Pierre to seal the game. Huge game by our defense, 3 interceptions. Best play in football, the victory play. Great win for our entire program.
Coach, your team holds on, monster win, 25-21. You actually fall behind in the second half, but then come back with the Chris Wilson touchdown and then a monster defensive stand right near the goal line at the end of the game.
Well, we allow them to complete a pass on a broken coverage and get the ball down the 15-yard line, and right at the end, and I'm thinking to myself, oh no, not another McNeese, losing the game in the last minute. But our defense held. Huge interception by Rakeem Wilson. He had 2 interceptions in the game. Some strategy things there where we had to take the safety and then kick after the safety. So there was a lot going on down the sideline, but we were well prepared and executed well, and so happy for our kids.
The Lions win at 25-21, moved to 3-1 in Southland Conference play. Let's go back out to Strawberry Stadium and check out some post-game interviews.
Saw a team coming together whenever the ones aren't in there, and we got guys. We got plenty of guys that play, and I was telling another guy earlier, Coach Condell says it's like a pistol. We just put bullets in, we go. They don't matter. There's no fault in the bullets. We just go. We fly.
The end zone, we was in cover 3, and we had trips to my side, and I knew he was gonna go across the middle, so I just played between 2 and 3, and he just lobbed it up, and I just made a play on the ball.
We just heard from Tyler Beatty and Rakeem Wilson, 2 big parts of this win. Tyler Beatty went the whole way at quarterback. Rakeem Wilson with the 2 big interceptions. And just like Tyler said, the kind of theme of the week, reload the gun. Well, that's what we're trying to accomplish. I think it proves to our fans that our recruiting is going in the right direction. Our staff is working very hard, even now, starting on next year's class, and trying to focus in. And that's the point we want to get to, where if one person goes down, then there's another one, to step in and take his place, and I think that was proven this week. All right, let's take another break, but stay with us right here on Inside Look at Southeastern Football. We have a lot more for you.
Class has got you on the go? Head on over to the Student Union and visit Burger King. Burger King offers flame-broiled burgers cooked to order. With over 8 combo meals to choose from, there's something for everyone. So whether it's a Whopper, chicken sandwich, French fries, be sure to visit the Student Union Burger King, open daily 10 a.m. Burger King accepts cash, credit, declining balance, and Lions Lanyap. Burger King, located right next to Benet Pizza and Pasta. Burger King, have it your way.
It's Jimmy Football with Bud Light, and I'm going to turn your next tailgate into an awesome gate. It all starts right here with these tailgate-tested treasures. Natural fake grass can koozies, we got them. Speaker in a box, kapow! A tailgate companion, bow wow! Just go to tailgateapproved.com, and remember, Bud Light is tailgate-tested! Tailgate approved!
Welcome back to an Inside Look at Southeastern Football with Mike Lucas. It's now time for our Lion Football Play of the Week, and we're actually going to do a little bit different this week. We're going to take a look at 2 plays as they were huge in this win.
Right here we have a great play, a crucial play in the game. We always preach about turnovers and the importance of that to give our offense an extra opportunity to score. Right here we have a 2nd and 20 situation. We're playing coverage right here. We have what we call 2 snakes. So we're playing basically cover 2 in the back end. We have 2 high safeties. This is Rakeem right here, and this is Curtis. And they're responsible for just reading the quarterback's intentions. We're able to get great pass rush, as you can see here off the edge. Great pass rush at the bottom is what allowed this quarterback to give us a poor throw. Pump and go. They tried us on the bubble and go. That was successful early in the game, but because of the down and distance, our corner up top, our corner Clint Coleman did a great job of not biting on the bubble, all right, and allowed us more time to play over the top. Rakeem just making a great play, great break on the ball, trying to take it up the sideline as far as we can go. If you can see here, if we could just get one more block, a great play by Rakeem, we could possibly score a touchdown. But that was the crucial moment in the game. Right here we have another crucial play in the game, turning point, pivotal point of the game. 4th and 4 with time running out. We have to make a stop. Right now we dialed up a nice little pressure package, and we're going to have Rakeem, as you can see right here, who's responsible for the middle of the field. But since we're in the goal line, in the red zone, he's just going to play the slants and try to help out as much as he can. We have a nice little rush once again off the edge, which allows a poor throw by the quarterback. Rakeem is just reading the quarterback's eyes right here. He's reading the quarterback's eyes, doesn't go for the move on the out and up. Great job of him of being patient and not driving that route, because we want to stop him out and keep him out the end zone. And he goes up again and makes a great play, high pointing the ball. Is what we talk about doing all the time. It just goes up and make a play for 4th and 4 to get us off the field. Great job by Rakeem Wilson again, but it all starts up front. I want you to look at this great pass rush right here at the bottom by Kendrick Jackson. Great pass rush here. Again, Brian Reynolds, can't say enough about this kid. Getting pressure in the quarterback's face, nowhere for him to run, has to make a poor throw, throwing off the back foot. Rakeem Wilson going up and making the play for the Lions. Great job.
That was our Lion football play of the week, actually plays of the week, both by Rakeem Wilson, and they were both huge. The first interception set up the game-winning touchdown. The second one sealed the game.
Well, Rakeem, that's his 3rd interception in 2 weeks. He had a big one in the end zone against McNeese last week. So Rakeem is playing very well. I'm very happy for Rakeem. You know, he's in his 3rd year in the program, and he's finally getting an opportunity to start, and he's getting better every week, and those 2 plays were huge.
It's now time for our Lion Profile of the Week, and this week we're going to take a look at Hall of Fame, as it was the Hall of Fame game this past Saturday. The Southeastern Hall of Fame unveiled its new Hall of Champions this past Saturday over at the University Center. The Hall of Champions is located on the concourse of the University Center and pays tribute to over 120 former Lion and Lady Lions athletes. On this day, 5 new former athletes were introduced into the Hall, and they included Christine Amertel, Kim Kwolek, Gavin Fingelson, Dr. Billy Bond, and former Lion football great Anthony Vereen Sr.
It's a big deal for me and my family. This is just the tops for me. I think back to the players that I played with, my college experience. I had a great time, and just is the culmination of it all. And I just thank God for the ability to play and some of the teammates and coaches that I met along the way.
Well, that's awesome. It's just a tremendous honor for me. You know, I never took a snap in football or basketball or dribbled a basketball, but it's just, I almost feel I don't deserve to be with that caliber.
This is the highest honor within Southeastern athletics, and some 30-plus Hall of Fame members were on hand for the dedication of the Hall of Champions, which was spearheaded by the efforts of former Southeastern Sports Information Director and longtime Lion fan Larry Heimel. Each new inductee who was present spoke to the crowd who gathered for the dedication, and then right before the close of the ceremony, University President Dr. John Crane pulled the curtain to unveil the Hall of Champions, where the newest group of inductees joined the Hall of Fame.
To have my dad here that's been with me, obviously supporting me from the get-go, emotionally, financially, when I started at college, it's just as much his induction as it is mine. So, yeah, obviously it means the world. We
just take a look at the Hall of Fame, Coach, a new Hall of Champions, something nice here for Southeastern fans.
Yeah, our fans need to come take a look at that at the University Center. It's very nice. I know Dr. Erdman was getting that started before he left, and it's a very, very nice tribute to all of our ex-athletes that have been inducted into our Hall of Fame.
All right, Coach, now it's time for another break. When we come back, we'll have our Feline Question of the Week, and also we'll take a look at this week's opponent, Northwestern State. You're watching Inside Look at Southeastern Football with Mike Lucas.
Hammond Nursing Home has been this area's premier nursing home since 1974. Locally owned and family operated, Hammond Nursing Home offers a full range of activities like gardening, the Pampered Chef cooking class, exercise and physical therapy, bingo, bedbound and specialized activities. Owner Ray Nockwin, a Southeastern graduate and former football player, along with his family, takes special pride in making Hammond Nursing Home a place where each of its residents can feel right at home.
Go Lions! For head-to-toe checkups and almost everything in between, finding the right doctor is just a phone call away. The North Oaks Physician Hotline at 985-230-DOCS puts you in touch with over 160 physicians. For exceptional health care, conveniently located in Hammond, call our physician hotline at 985-230-DOCS. North Oaks Health System. Since 1960, you are the reason we're here.
Welcome back to an Inside Look at Southeastern Football with Mike Lucas. It's now time for our Feline Question of the Week, presented by Curves, right here in Hammond.
Hi Coach, I'm Chrissy Littledale, proud first-year Feline, and my question is, we're at the halfway point. How's the conference race shaping up?
Well, Chrissy, that's a very good question for this time of year. The Lions are tied for first place. It's right now it's a four-way tie. It was a big win for Texas State this week to beat Stephen F. Austin in San Marcos. So right now you have the Lions at 3-1 in conference. You have Texas State at 3-1. You have Stephen F. Austin at 3-1, and you have McNeese at 3-1. And then right behind that, you have Central Arkansas with 2 conference losses and Sam Houston with 2 conference losses. So you've got everybody kind of packed in there at the top. We do have a distinct advantage, though, because we have 2 home games coming up at Strawberry Stadium, and we need our fans to pack the stadium out for those 2 home games. We need help in the stands.
It's our Feline Question of the Week presented by Curves right here in Hammond. Coach, your opponent for this week, the Northwestern State Demons on the road. Before we get your comments on the Demons, let's see what Coach Pivoto has to say about the Lions.
Southeastern has a rich tradition. They dropped football in the mid-'80s, and they were playing great football back then. And I think Coach Lucas does a great job. I think they got a wide-open, explosive offense. He's a great defensive coach. I know they're always going to play hard and play good on defense and give you a lot to work on.
Well, Coach, there you hear Coach Pivoto's comments about your football team. They do not have a win this year, but still a dangerous football team. They have a lot of returning players from last year off of a good team last year. They haven't got it together this year, but you're going on the road, a tough game.
It's always tough to play in Natchitoches. They've got great pride at their home stadium, great tradition there. Coach Pivoto and I have been friends for over 20 years. He does a great job, and they're getting better every week. You look at their scores. You look at what they've been in tight ball games against Texas State. Texas State scored with less than a minute to go to beat them. Last week, Sam Houston had to stop them with an interception with a minute to go to beat them. So they're playing better every week. We have to throw their record out the window, and we need to go play a great ball game in Natchitoches.
Well, Coach, you mentioned this, it seems like every year for your game plan, you have to win your home games, steal some on the road, and right now you're 4-0 at home. You have 1 conference win on the road, need to go get another one this week.
We need to win again on the road, and is it not awesome to be 4-0 at home? To be undefeated at home is just awesome, and we need to continue that through the season. We need to make people fear when they look on their schedule and they have to come to Strawberry Stadium, they have to make the trip to Hammond, they got to say, oh, wow, they're tough to beat down there. So that's one of those steps we're trying to make with our program.
All right, well, there you have it. The Lions take on Northwestern State this weekend in Natchitoches. Just a reminder, you can keep up with your Lions as always at lionsports.net and also at MikeLucasFootball.com. And you can also join Coach Lucas and myself every Monday night at Topolok Catering for the Mike Lucas Radio Show. For Coach Mike Lucas, I'm Alan Waddell. We'll see you next week.